Decentralization and Rural Development, as part of discharging its oversight responsibilities over the birth and death registry, facilitated the review and passage of the Registration of Birth and Death Act in October 2020 to ensure a decentralized birth and death registration in Ghana. To ensure that above is fully achieved, there was a critical need to seat off officers of birth and deaths in the districts to the local government service. In this case, those birth and death officers in the metropolitan municipal district assemblies are to be ceded to the local government service. So we will be left with the national head office of the birth and death registry and the regional offices. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of above, a steering committee was set up made up of the two heads of services, that's the head of local government service and the head of civil service, to manage or steer the affairs to transfer this staff to the local government service. Out of the steering committee, a subcommittee, a technical working committee was set up, headed by the chief director of the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development. And what came out from the committee was a report which was approved by the steering committee. And among the recommendations that were made by the technical working committee were that the ministry, supported by the Office of Head of Civil Service and the Office of the Local Government Service, should take steps to sensitize staff on the change process being implemented by the ministry, by the registry. The registry meaning the Registry of Birth and Deaths. The committee should also set a date for the ceding of ceremony to transfer the staff into the local government service. 3, to seat off about 542, that's 542 staff of the registry who are at the district offices to the local government service in accordance with the new Birth and Death Act of 2020 Act 1027. The head of civil service and the local government service are to develop necessary institutional protocols to mainstream the staff of the ministry into its emerging states. It is worthy to note that, pursuant to the provisions of the Act, as I've said already, the offices of the registry at the national and the regional levels remain part of the civil service. It is for this reason that I warmly welcome you here this afternoon to be part of the ceremony to transfer the affected staff of Birth and Death Registry from the civil service to the local government.
During this transition process, even as we speak, some people have been gone through interviewing process. They've been processed, and I'm sure that the letters will be issued between now and maybe end of January. So that's something that is an ongoing thing that we'll have to sort out. But I'm hopeful that latest by the end of the first quarter, all these transitional issues will be dealt with, completed, and then engineer will have full control the staff and then be able to manage or mismanage them as the Spirit directs. I also wish the staff being seated off a fruitful career path in your, strictly speaking, not different from the civil service. It's more of a change in management. A reverse heard me that we still have some staff from various services or organizations that have been moved to the local government service but are still civil service payroll. Organizations like Feeder Roots, many years, they still have people there, and I hope that once we do the formal transfer, their names will be taken off the payroll and put in the appropriate management arrangement. And it's the same with the birth and death.
Development agencies such as UNICEF, United Nations Economic Commission of Africa, World Bank, and some foreign missions in harnessing its core mandate. We are grateful to our partners for their responsiveness and sustained partnership in improving civil registration and vital statistics. The ministry has extended enormous support to the registry. Key amongst them is the recent relocation of the national office to Nalak House and its efforts in acquiring a permanent, purposefully built structure. Honorable Deputy Minister, it is expected that the offices of the heads of civil and local government services would render the needed support to the national and regional offices of the registry to efficiently perform their functions as clearly stated in the Registration of Birth and Death Act 2020, Act 27. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today, a total of 542 of our staff are being transferred from the civil service to the local government service. We are confident this great institutional arrangement could only lead to enhanced capacity to attain universal birth and death registration.
As we are all aware, Act 1027 repealed the Registration of Births and Deaths Act 1965. That is for operation of the Act for 55 good years. So since 2020, the new Act has provided for the registration of births, fetal deaths, and deaths, the decentralization of births and deaths registry to improve the collection and collation of statistics for national development and related matters in the country. Following the passage of the Act in October 2020, to enable us to plan effectively for the development of our country. Indeed, the effective work of the Births and Deaths Registry will augment the work of the National Identification Authority and, by extension, the Ghana Statistical Service. It is in this vein that the Act has assigned responsibility for the registration of births and deaths to the MMDAs, who, in consultation with the registrar, are required to appoint district registrars and registration officers for the district offices, of course, under the local government service. To our decentralization agenda, particularly the urgent need to devolve functions of central government to ensure accessibility to public services by the citizen. Basic services such as acquisition of birth and death certificates should be easily accessible to the citizen at the local level.
Because we are also contributing to societal needs. Absolutely. We do work with Ghana Health Service because no data, it's also we collaborate with them and we are moving a step further to see how we can integrate our system. A lot of work are ongoing within the registry at the national level so that we get the proper data that we have, and within a short list.
I think I have registries agencies. The local government staff, one of our regions, and one of our MMGs, one local government service for staff. It's in them. What transfer one? Then was our MMGs. for now, on the we are still talking at the regional level because they can sub-national or both the region and MMDs. But until next year, they use the MMDs. About one, this is about one there. We can be there. On I'm there. In ye new births and deaths registry. What you do or lower level and effectively efficiently. Obi atwa mu ka bankan dɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne beset wɔ nka ndɛ no wahyɛ dɛ ada lower level ɛbɛtum ayɛ no hɔ although registrar nkotsɛn na ɔbɛsan but ɛhyɛ wɔ hɔ dɛ ada lower level dapɛ no bi
files, personal files, this will have to be worked on, and everything that is required. So, maybe
and wherever they end, and we shall speak together and work effectively together as a team. Always. Thank you. I believe just as we've taken care of them for all these years, and the local government service will do so. Better. Thank you.
So this time, take them. I'm not too happy, but still take them. Hopefully, I think you manage them. I know you. You're an excellent person, and you've done so well. So I formally hand over the staff at the district level to you. I'm grateful to God for this day, and I know that you'll be properly taken care of. Their career development, their promotion, whatever is required to make them perform and deliver services to the good people. Thank you.
So, Nana, the head of civil service, of course, Minister, myself and the chief director on my left have formally called it taking delivery of all these documents. The staff of the civil service today at the lower level transferred. We will take very good care of the new entrants, just as we did for the fiscal plan, the dental and country planning. All the resources at our disposal, we shan't discriminate. Every class is important. Whether births and deaths, whether HR, whether agri, whether procurement, engineering, whatever, we are all equal. And that whatever that we have, we will share. And everybody will be happy in the service, just as they have been happy in the era under the reverse height rate.
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.